Yeah, it's the dream ball. That's what you try and bowl most balls, but it's rare that it comes off. So yeah, really happy with that one. Yeah, wicket feels like it's got a little bit in it if you get in the right areas, and yeah, the odd one seems in. So I was pretty happy with that one. Yeah, we got rid of those Pakistan wickets. That's certainly helped us bowlers a little bit. Um, no, nothing in particular. Obviously, he's only batted 3 times now. He's a good player, so I wouldn't be surprised if he comes out and scores runs at some point in the series. But um, we speak a lot about as bowling group what makes us a really good attack, and we don't try and change too much for each batter. Maybe a field placement here or there, but yeah, someone like Babar, he's trying to bowl plenty of good balls in the right area, and hopefully the wicket does the rest. Um, Not really. What was next? It's just one of those ones that's off the bat they're pretty hard to pick up, and they either stick or they don't. Luckily, that one stuck. I think in the other hand to what I think it was going to go in, but yeah, it was satisfying wicket.
There's a big compilation already of your dream balls, Pat, like over the last 6, 7, 8 years. Are you someone who has like you can replay those dream balls in your head? Like are there a few?
Yeah, there's a few. For me, it's always a bit of a feeling, like in terms of like if you bowl a really good ball that beats the outside edge of the batter, you're trying to recreate that feeling again and repeat that, which obviously doesn't happen all the time. But yeah, there's a few.
Pakistan had a pretty good start to the day. They're going along pretty well there. How do you think you placed after that last session there?
Happy with how we played, so I was pretty happy to get above 300 as a batting group. I thought it was tough work and they were bowling well, so happy with our batting performance. And then yeah, to have them 6 down overnight, still a fair way behind, puts us in a good position. I think the wicket's going to get better and better. So obviously, yeah, it sets up nicely for the morning. We've got to start well. But yeah, really happy with that last session.
Yeah, you've backed Usman's quarters quest to get it to message out. What do you make of, I guess, the tussle with the others?
I reckon we talked about that enough.
Mitch Marsh 5 years ago comes here and gets booed by the crowd. Today they're singing and chanting his name and he's dancing along. What have you sort of made of the development of that relationship?
That was awesome. Yeah, he actually said that as he's walking off. He's like, geez, feels a long way away from a few years ago when I was getting a different reception. I said the same in Perth. The reception in Australia has been awesome the last couple of weeks since being home from the World Cup. Someone like Mitchie's front and centre for the T20 World Cup that we won a couple of years ago. Obviously, a big part of vice captain the last World Cup that we won. So he's should be getting the receptions that he's starting to get now. He's a champion, and yeah, as you can see, he's always up for a good time, having a laugh with the fans as well.
Pat, I think this is the only mainland major bench where Mars hasn't made it to Test 100. But given the nature of that pitch and the sort of conditions he faced yesterday, was that 60 odd big word triple figures in terms of the team total?
I think so. It was really tough. Even the outfield's not very quick here, so yeah, 300 is probably worth at least 400. But yeah, the way he left and bided his time on day one, I thought was really impressive. Got us to an overnight total where we were only 3 down, and then kept going this morning. And yeah, I just thought his discipline, didn't miss out when the ball was in his area, but just his discipline to face whatever it was, at least 150, 200 balls, and guts it out was really important. That helped us get to that 300.
Yeah. Pat, at least according to the scoreboard, you're 3 down on the over rate, given the points you already lost. That's the thing we keep keeping an eye on next moves there.
Yeah, you keep an eye on it. I think we got about 3 or 4 minutes back. We're 13 minutes down at one stage. I think we're 9 or 10 now. So yeah, keep half an eye on it. And then if it starts getting tight, start trying to make sure you can rein it in. But yeah, always just try and not waste too much time if we can.
Pat, just on Marnus and Steph Smith again, but they've had a couple of 4 or 5 year period where they set the bar exceptionally high, probably coming back to do a little bit with their output. I mean, is it reasonable to expect that they get to that high standards again from 3 or 4 years back?
I wouldn't be surprised if they do. I mean, I think when they were averaging 60 each year, you thought, oh wow, that's going to be an outlier, and 4 or 5 years later, we're all kind of in awe that they've kept up that standard. So, they are still the batters. I think they're still. Wasn't long ago we had 1, 2, 3 ranked in the world, and they were right up there. So I wouldn't be surprised if they start averaging 60, 70. But we've toured India this year. Some of the wickets in Australia haven't been like they were 5, 6 years ago either. So similar to Marnus's point today, his 60 or 70 was probably worth 100 odd in the context of the game. So yeah, you see the hours they put in the nets, they're still hitting it as well as they ever have. So wouldn't be surprised if they start churning out hundreds all the time.
A couple more folks to wrap up at the end.
Just with your bowling, occasionally if you fair, it seems to be to the leg side at times. Can you talk through, I guess, why that might happen, and then how you go about just, I guess, getting your line back to, well, I suppose where it ended up in Babar?
Yeah, I don't know. I think sometimes if I'm trying to bowl quite straight and attack the stumps, I probably err a little bit leg side, and other times if I'm trying to go through the channel, sometimes I err a bit wide. But it probably comes back to the feel thing. I want good kind of angles through the crease. I want my body going towards the keeper or even first slip. My natural tendency is probably jump in, so I'm always trying to fight that a bit. But rhythm felt really good today. Run-ups are nice here at MCG, and I think most bowlers are at their best when they're getting it through kind of fourth stump.
And I think you quite a few years ago now that gave some advice to Sean Abbott that you said to him, you don't really try to swing the ball that often, and usually it's just sort of hit the fourth stump. Like, is that pretty much the fundamental that you do the whole way through? Pretty much,
yeah. Again, a lot of it comes back to feel, but. Something like the Babar ball, that wasn't a deliberate ball to seam in. That's 50-50 whether it's going to seam in or out. Try and create a bit of an angle, and if I don't know what it's doing, hopefully the batter doesn't know either. Whereas swing, it's a bit more predictable. The batter see it a little bit earlier, and the margins are a little bit smaller. So, it's try and swing the odd one, but it's rare. Most of the time, I'm trying to get a bit of seam off the wicket. Get Josh into the game, really. So I wasn't going to, hadn't really worked out the overs, but then I think we got a breakthrough, so I thought we'd go 2 quicks.
You kind of answered the question I thought the bubble. Down here, issues.
Plan is working, looks like it. So do you think Australian plan is working? And do you reckon is Pakistan started to crumble, or its plan is working?
Yeah, I mean, probably not for me to say, but really happy with our effort. Again, it feels like there's enough there. So I felt like we bowled pretty well without much reward, kind of in that middle session. But I haven't felt like we've needed to reinvent the wheel yet.
So tomorrow will be the same. Pitch will be in your favour.
Don't know. We'll see. Yeah, it feels like it's getting probably better and better as the days go on.
Pat, a relaxed and retiring David Warner very helpfully suggested yesterday that he thought Marcus Harris should take over from him as opening batsman, and given you've got a direct line to the selectors, I wonder what your summary of it might be.
I'm not a selector. Obviously speak to them, but we'll work that out after the Sydney test. But honest answer is I haven't really been part of any conversation. I think everyone's just, we've got a bit of time.
Excellent. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.